Miami. Anybody in?
Oh, yeah, I'm in.
Let's go. The Dolphins have dropped 3 in a row. Woof. Next up, it is their cross-state rival, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. With the latest on this matchup from woof to wolf, here's Cameron.
Good morning, Kay. The big storyline last week, Tom Brady versus Bill Belichick. An underrated storyline this week, Tom Brady versus Coach Brian Flores. 15 years together in New England, and Brady said this week that he estimated maybe 1,500 practices they went against one another, and they're both big competitors. So we asked Flores this week, is there anything that you have on Brady that can help you? And he said with a wry smile, there's no confusing that guy. He's seen everything. Maybe a little gamemanship because the Dolphins blitz more than any team in the league, and I expect them to throw a lot of different looks at Brady. This defense will have to carry a big load for a struggling offense that's 31st in total offense and 31st in scoring offense so far this year. Their starting quarterback, Tua Tagovailoa, has been out since week 2 with those fractured ribs, and there's optimism he'll return next week versus the Jags, but for this week, it's Jacoby Brissett that'll have to lead the show. So a lot of pressure on that defense, and I asked one of their key members, linebacker Jerome Baker, about Brady, and he said something funny. He said, early in my career, I was starstruck. He was a guy that I played with Madden. But now, I'm just out to ruin his day.
Okay.
Cool. Thanks so much, Cameron. Week 5's chock full of great games on Sunday, kicking off at 9:30 a.m. Eastern. Jets-Falcons over in London. So let's work through as many as we can and give us your thoughts with a round of Mad Minute. What happens here? Michael Robinson, 60 seconds go on the clock. You guys share that minute to dish out and spit out the biggest things you are looking for. So let's go with that fight for supremacy in Florida as the Dolphins take on the Bucs. This one in Tampa. And you guys heard Cameron Wolf. What are you excited for, Peter?
You know, it's a shame that Miami doesn't have a passing offense right now, because I feel like the 3 of you could play corner and safety, and I could be for the Buccaneers right now.
Don't do them like that.
The Buccaneers are so depleted. Sherman was, hey, people were like knocking Sherman, and the Patriots threw at him. Sherman showed up on Monday and was like, has been sitting on the couch for and he's their #1 corner. So Tampa might have problems with defensive backfield. This is a great matchup for Tampa because the Dolphins, they haven't been able to move the ball through the air. So, Kay, if you're suiting up at strong safety, it might be an upgrade from what Tampa's got. Still might get the win.
All right. Yeah.
Thanks, Peter.
Let's go.
I like this matchup. I look at Tampa Bay. I think offensively, they got to get their run game going. They got to get Leonard Fournette. They got to get the run game going. They only average about 70-something yards, per game. But whenever they get into these high-scoring type games, when they have an offense that their defense can't stop, they got to make sure this run game is ready to go. So I look at this game for Tampa Bay to just get their game right, all right, as they move on.
Go Bucs. 2 seconds. Miami, this is a playoff game for you. Give me something. I don't know if it's a good thing if Tua's coming back, but we're out of time. Don't worry. What goes around?
Goes around.
I went long. The Dolphins have only beaten the Bucs once in 30 years.
The Dolphins beat the Bucs once 30 years?
Once in 30 years. It was 2009. Any guesses on the quarterback?
For Miami?
Sage Rosenfels.
I'm gonna say it's Joey Harrington.
Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Chad Henne. All right. Eagles in Charlotte, Panthers. What are we looking for? 60 seconds. Go.
Sam Darnold. Can he continue with that? He's playing well, man. I didn't think when he was with the Jets that he would be able to play this well. And he's the leading rusher with quarterbacks in scoring touchdowns, running touchdowns, right? Didn't think that Sam Darnold would be like that. He has weapons on the outside. I expect a great game from him.
Eagles have to win this game. I said the same thing about Miami. This is a playoff game. You don't go 1-4. You can't do that. Like there's been a lot to like about Philly, except they came out and beat the Falcons week 1, and we said, woo, and then they haven't won since, and they know it. Nick Sirianni, give me some sort of boxing metaphor or something right here, because the season is effectively over if you lose this weekend. I'm
Defense
sorry.
is bad, too.
And I think Carolina needs to win this game because they started off 3-0, and we did the celebration here on the show because they did it on a Thursday night against the Texans. Then they got their lunch handed to them against the Cowboys. You can't lose at home to an Eagles team that you are better than on paper, especially if we might see number 22 in the backfield. Christian McCaffrey might be out there.
Hopefully.
They got to win. If they're one of those teams, and we're talking playoffs, Panthers have to win this game.
No Chuba Hubbard mentioned out of you?
No Chuba. I'm going with McCaffrey.
Get this jersey. Chuba,
They, of course, add Stephon Gilmore. He cannot play. He's on PUP. He can return and be on the field for them to help out their already good defense. Week 7. The Packers battle it out against the Bengals in Cincinnati. This is a good game. Very intriguing.
Really good game.
Trap game for the Packers?
Let me think about it for a second.
Take your time. I get 2 seconds at the end. It's all.
Packers, Bengals. There's so many ways to go with this game. There's so many ways to go in life, really. Like we're talking about the great states of Wisconsin and Ohio.
on.
You know where I will go with this? We're doing a Mad Millennium right now. That's what Mike Robb does. It feels like a debutante ball for the Bengals, like a coming out party, like their Sweet 16, and everyone's like, what if the Bengals beat Rodgers? That would be really cool. Just don't get rolled by 30 points by Rodgers.
Don't do that.
They still have the firepower. I would like to see Cincy win this game. I still think it's Green Bay.
Yeah, Green Bay came into Cincinnati a few years ago and just absolutely torched them, like lit them up, and it was like,
really?
Yeah, I was like, I don't know if there's gonna be. I feel like this has to be Joe Burrow saying, hey, I'm meant for this moment too. I can do this type of thing. Let me be here. This is a big Joe Burrow moment, not as much Rodgers, but Burrow, because we like crowning these young quarterbacks. He's been worthy of the crown so far.
Yeah, he's been balling. I'll tell the Cincinnati defense one thing that the 49ers defense just didn't understand late in the game. Find Devontae Adams and cover him, okay? Just cover him. He's
wears 17.
He's going to be right there. Just circle him. That's what you got to cover.
Is this true, Matthew Hamilton? I just got a text. The Bengals have won 3 of their last 4 against the Packers.
Really?
Against the Packers?
Huh.
I think that might be true.
I don't remember those games.
Me neither.
You know what? I was actually thinking of a Saints game when the Saints came in and lit up the Bengals, not Rodgers, so he might be right on that.
Interesting.
Bengals have won 3 of their last 4. Watch out. We're doing pick-ems. I'm just going to put that out there into the universe. Baker and the Browns head out to Los Angeles. I get you, Grillo. I'm moving along. Calm down. It's a Friday. They're taking on the Chargers. What intrigues you guys in this one? Eeny, meeny, miny, shrakes.
Ian Rappaport had this report that Baker was having a serious issue with the left side of his body, and he's been wearing this crazy apparatus, and that's your starting quarterback. Like, he needs to be able to throw the ball, right? That's not their offense. Their offense is run the ball, and then hit that short back. Like, they don't ask Baker to go nuts. I don't think the injury is as drastic a situation for this quarterback than it might be from others. He's going to be playing through pain. They're not asking Baker to go nuts. I think Baker just needs to do enough to not make mistakes. That defense and that running game might keep them in this one. Browns might win this one.
Yeah, the Browns might win as they average, 177 rush yards a game or something like that. Look, if the Chargers can make this a Baker Mayfield game, they win. Meaning if they stop the run, force Baker to win the game with his arm, they win. If they don't stop the run game, that offensive line and everybody, they lose. Simple as that.
Myles Garrett versus Justin Herbert. Last week, Myles Garrett broke his usual routine and didn't wear sleeves. Usually wears long sleeves. He didn't wear sleeves. And then he tweets after, 1 game without sleeves and I get a random drug test the next morning, which apparently he did. It's a marvel to behold Justin Herbert look the hell out. Those triceps are coming for your face.
He's a winner. He is 7-1 in his last 8 games, Justin Herbert, in his sophomore season. All right, finally, guys, it's the Broncos and the Steelers in Pittsburgh. Are we looking for in this one? Eeny, meeny, miny, Mike Robb.
Looking at this Broncos defense, man. The pass defense is awesome. They do a great job on short passes, which is something that Ben Roethlisberger has been doing for the last couple of years. Ben Roethlisberger is old. Hopefully this isn't the last game we see him as the starter.
Wow, Mike, you're right.
It's a take, but it's not a wrong take. And I don't know if I would say hopefully, but I think there are starting to be questions where it's like, is this guy the best option for the Steelers? Ben's a warrior, right? Like, Ben's been through it. Ben,
old war horse.
He's an old war. Like, let's answer the bell here. You know, let me see what Ben's got left, because it has been Ben Roethlisberger and a piñata this week in the media. Let's see if he can answer to this thing, because he's been batted around pretty good.
That's a very heavy, kind of sad thing. You want something that's just to be happy about, something to smile about?
Always.
Broncos rookie running back Javonte Williams. Where is he? Give me Javonte. 3, 2, 1. Yes, please move the lower third for Christ's sake.
Doesn't he look like
the
a
scepter, the football, and you know what? We don't mind a little smile on angry runs. Javonte has played 4 games. He's been nominated twice. He's won once, and that's an entire run.
You shoot that like the Sears portrait? That looks great.
Peter, how dare you? It was JCPenney. Yes, they did it, and he looks happy, and maybe he'll get another one this weekend against that Steelers defense.
We love it. I will say Najee Harris is the guy I want to see.
Yeah.
On the other side, he leads all rookies with 26 catches, not just running backs. He leads all rookies with 26 catches. So get him involved.
Got the right quarterback
With that old war horse. Oh, how about this guy? Saquon, line him up as receiver and call it a day. They got the Cowboys on the docket.
Penn State.